As a Seattle-based criminal defense attorney who's handled a lot of domestic violence matters and runs a firm that handles a lot of domestic violence-related matters, I have some thoughts about work and stress and life as it relates to criminal charges and domestic violence charges in particular. The court system invented this label domestic violence as something to attach as a tag to crimes. So, for example, you can have assault between strangers. If you have an assault between two people in a close and intimate relationship, they're going to call that domestic violence. What's important to realize is that there's a couple of reasons why they do that. One, assaults that happen between two people in a close and intimate relationship are inherently more volatile. And what they will tell you is that the lethality index, which is the likelihood of lethal or extreme violence to happen, is more likely in a close and intimate relationship than it would be with a stranger. It kind of hits on the old wisdom, nobody can get under your skin like your kids or your wife or family. And there's a reason that that's kind of an old adage. It's true. So the court system has added this label to close and intimate relations for that purpose. The other reason that I believe domestic violence was added as a label is that they wanted to identify a problem, which was when two people are in a close and intimate relationship, and in particular women that are involved in close and intimate relationships, where women are battered physically repeatedly over a period of time, and they are kind of additionally manipulated emotionally, financially, to be put in a position where they will protect their batterer, their husband, their significant other, however you want to look at it, even when they're being cycled through through violence and through behavior and dominance that, if they were clear-headed, they never would put up with. Why I bring all this up in relation to stress and work problems is that there is, from my perspective as a criminal defense attorney, a pyramid of domestic violence cases that the court system and the prosecutor's office is interested in. And if you are in a problem, or you have criminal problems driven by stress and work and children and problems in the home, that is significantly different than problems driven by a cycle of violence, a pattern of violence. And it is very important, if you fit into the stress-related category, that your attorney distinguish you from the other type of category. Because from my perspective as a criminal defense attorney, cycle of violence cases, or couples that are stuck in that type of situation, is something that prosecutors are acutely aware of and are more likely to take seriously and more likely to want conviction than if you are in a situation where some basic therapy, some communicating with anger management specialists, communication with private counseling, communicating with, there's a whole host of variety of different types of treatment programs that people can fit into that says, or will show the judge, that somebody is interested in changing and modifying behavior, and they realize that the stress and the work and the way that they're handling things is not working, otherwise they wouldn't be in the situation they're in. And distinguishing these kinds of cases is really important part of criminal defense work, and from my perspective, at least as a practicing attorney.